When you are conflict with people, the conflict rises within, not outside. It's because you always measure your intelligence with somebody else's intelligence. That's why the thought is very sharp. You always want your intelligence is very sharp. You don't want your intelligence to be blunt, but the emotions are very, it's like a glue, it's like gum, the soothing, very soft. That's why when you have a quarrel within the family, the thought rises very quickly and you hate that person, and after some time there is the valuable attachment, it is there. This attachment holds. Why do you hate someone? It's because you have kind of impression and you build up that impression, and that impression the thought has broken. You must be wondering, this hate and love is always there within the person, not the outside at all. There is nothing such as called belief. It is just a memory, recycling the memory. There is nothing such called a creation. It is always the memory recycled. When you think of something, it always you think something that is happened. You recycle it, you reform it, you restructure it, and you say something in a different way. Ultimately, there is nothing that you have created. There is nothing that you have destroyed. You never destroy anything, you never create anything. Thought is something like good and bad, right and wrong. But emotion is not such thing. Emotion has no logics, no reasons. And you can't put it in that word. You cannot explain it through the structure of the words. Similarly, anger. That's why when you hate someone, you are away from it. You need to say it louder. You shout at them. But when you always love and you say something which is very soft, because your heart is very closer. When you're angry, your heart is away and you say it louder. And there is nothing such, your heart says something and your brain says something. There is nothing, heart never thinks at all. Heart pumps the blood, that's it. It's only your brain, and the brain has this capacity to modulate, to think, and have different opinions to be formed. When you think clearly, there is no word, there is no meaning of thinking at all. It is just an observation. And you recycle the memory. When you are very sad, you think about the incidents that happened. And when you are happy, you think about the future. That's why in yogic system, they always say aloof, self-aloof, detachment. Why? It's because that when you are detached with all kinds of emotions, then you understand about your life. When you say about that you are thinking, what actually you are doing? You are observing. You are observing something that happened in the past. You are digging it and bringing it forward, making it alive. What do you do with that one? You suppress your thought, you get more anger on it, you are frustrated, you shout, and you are suppressed. Are you going to achieve anything out of it? Nothing. You will be aloof. You will be declined for some time. But later, again, these emotions bring forward and you forget. Human beings have that wonderful capacity of forgetfulness. Otherwise, people won't live longer enough. That's the beauty. And this memory, what you call it, this intelligence, you always want it very sharp. And people do appreciate this intelligence in the society, maybe the jobs that you do. If you go to any job market and you say the manager, I love you so much, he's not going to give you any job at all. Because it is all material related. It's all money. And most often in the world, this conflict dispute happens with the materials, with money, with something that's a concrete objects. That's why if you lessen these materials, money, and you get more love and affection, and you live your life happily. The bird is flying in the sky, the flower is blossoming. It doesn't require any materials things. The bird is very happy that it just goes and flies, happy. Living, earning is very easy. You don't bother about life to live. It's enough. After a bird is living, it's getting its food, its basic instincts. Human beings a lot more capacity to bring, live. That's not a big thing. But always we want more than what we have. Yes, that is there. Always we want something more than what we have. Everybody thinks that way. They always want, because they don't live at the moment. They always live either in the past or in the future, but not in the present. As long as you live in the past or present, you're never going to live in the present. And life is just like passing cloud. It will go on. You don't achieve anything, you don't lose anything. When you understand that one, you live happily. You don't need to bother so much about the ethics and moralities. As long as you don't harm anyone, it's enough. You can live your happy. You spend a lot of time reading about great sculptures, great history, how to live your life, what the great person said in one religion, what other person said in other religion. You preach about it, you talk about it, you give a great lecture about it, and people do appreciate, listen to you, appreciate, applause. But you're missing your life. What do you gain by it? Do you get anything by it for your life, for living?